Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Goblets and Gays. This is season 3, episode 35. It's the first time in a while I'm unsure of the number.
36.
Yes, I am Aubrey. I'm your GM. I use she, her pronouns. I'll toss it over to my players to introduce themselves, who they are, who they're playing, and answer tonight's question. What sort of video games would your character play? And we'll start with you, Aki.
Okay, here we are. Hi, I'm Aki. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Estrella Bashar Loris, who also uses she, her pronouns, and she is your quadruple bard princess dragon summoner who needs more sleep, dates with her girlfriend, and to actually break her father's curse. And video games that I think Estrella would play. Well, for sure, like things that are very visual novelty. I could totally see her getting into like dating sims and stuff. She would be an avid Animal Crossing player. That's for sure. Animal Crossing vibes totally match hers. It's all that micromanaging, you know. And because I'm biased, Pokemon, like I think she would like it a lot because it's just collecting all her friends, and maybe accidentally she's based on too much of Pokemon references.
Black and white, right?
That I could shut up. That was never a part of it. That was an accident. That was the number one accident. Okay, the only thing that was actually a part of it was Latios and Latios.
I love Iris Pokemon Champion Blood
Shut
of
up.
Kings.
Oh my god. I'm gonna no, shut up. And lastly, she would play super girly games like Witcher 3 and Red Dead Redemption, like the girliest. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Elden Ring,
What's
of
up,
course.
games?
Yeah, just very girly girl games.
Oh dear, oh no. Hello, my name is Alyssa, my pronouns are they, them, and I play Tamsin Trevino, Elder MILF Wizard. Tamsin would play not visual novels, immersive sims, things like Dishonored and Prey, and she would 100% all the lore stuff without trying, just like Alyssa.
Hello, I am Dusty. I use they, he pronouns, and I am playing Joanna Sanchez, Joanna of Mexico, MILF. Yeah. What game she would play? She's definitely like, I think it's either like fighters. Like she would whoop y'all at Tekken 3 specifically, and maybe like Tekken Tag Tournament. But also like puzzle adventures. So like growing up on Mario and stuff like that, they would do that. And then I'm trying to think, like all my brain just went away of all puzzle adventure games. Stuff like Gris. That's a weird pool, but it's a good game. Yeah, stuff like that.
Hello, my name is Ferris. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Dumisa, the half hobgoblin, half problem barbarian, and champion of the night who uses she, her pronouns as well. And video games that she would play, I think she would be really good at strategy games, but wouldn't necessarily like them. And I think she would want to like dating sims, but would not actually enjoy them either because they pale in comparison to the real thing. And I think she would feel very strongly about like The Last of Us 2, but would sob through the entire game, just sobbing the whole time. I think ultimately, though, she would really enjoy atmospheric indie games like Journey, which she would probably also cry all the way through, but for better reasons, less personal reasons.
I could also see Demise like really getting into Stardew Valley.
Yes, or like a fishing simulator, like
Stardew Valley.
Final Fantasy 14.
I don't know.
Oh, do me and Estrella have like adjacent Animal Crossing villages?
Ooh.
Yes. Oh my god, we like show each other where we live and stuff like that. Oh, it'd be cute.
It would be cute.
Hello, I'm Sparlock. I use he, him pronouns, and I play Groon, our flaming oracle, who uses she, her pronouns. Groon, unlike me, Groon would not go for the RPGs and the text heavy. She's more into the twitchy stuff. So by popular vote, probably something like Saints Row. Like just crazy, random, lots of explosions, not a lot of sitting around reading.
Hi everyone, I am Tick. I use he, she, they pronouns. I forgot what my name was in this server for a second, and I didn't want to say that out loud. I am playing Miro, who uses they, them pronouns. The monk of the underworld, now with a lot of fake connections, parental issues, and the power of... I'm not gonna finish up statement. In terms of games, I was gonna say Animal Crossing, and you guys beat me to it, so I'm gonna say Animal Crossing is a secondary answer. But have you guys heard of a wonderful game called Fossil Fighters? And also Monster Hunter Stories. There's like you get little companion-y animals as pets, and you get to like fight stuff. Monster Hunter Stories 2 and Fossil Fighters, because bones and you hatch the eggs, which is a kind of Estrella, but also like there's a lot of not dragons. There's cool bugs and cool bones. So like those types of games, I think. And also they secretly have Neko Atame on their phone, and they're collecting all the cats.
That's a mood, though.
Yeah, that's a mood.
I also, this is sort of on topic, I think if Mero and Estrella ever did a Soul Link, Estrella would be the one with like obscenely pristine luck for encounters. Mero has it terrible and has killed like half of their team up to now, entirely out of their control though.
Based
In
on
this
true
essay, I will.
events. Slightly skewed, of course, because
Slightly
as most
flipped, but
exactly as most true event stories are, but we're close.
mm-hmm.
Yes. Rolling into news. By this point, who knows if Wayward Arcadium is back for season 2, back for its second season or not? It might be, might not be. Make sure you're caught up. Bring Your Own Mech may have finished its also first season as well. Make sure you're caught up. Then I have a bunch of things that I can't really talk about till later. So yes, other people, talk about your things.
City That Never Dies by Clever Corvid Productions. I am on it. Go poke it. Go look at it. Go see me be the murder mommy that I have always dreamed of being. Other than that, I don't think I can talk about anything else that's starting up just yet. I've mentioned Starlight Tales a couple times to go check out there, where I'm a part of like a 4-episode special. Playing a bard. It's my turn to be soft and creepy. I'm just Mero in a dress. with a less affinity to bones and more so the juice of the bones. Thank you.
The Mero.
The Mero, one might
The
call it.
Mero.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I don't normally talk about it, but I have an itch. I have games. They'll definitely be out by the time this is out. I just wrote Lesbian Werewolf Crime Fighters. I put way too much time in what ended up being a joke, but it looks really good, and you should buy it. Yeah.
You
Yes, you
understand
should.
how you do not understand how good it looks. Buy it.
It does. It looks.
Give Dusty your money.
It's real cool.
And I am doing a mini campaign stream of Slayers with Chaotic Wonderful on Thursdays every other week at,
Cool.
I believe, 4 Pacific. So it's probably halfway through at this point. So watch the VODs.
Watch the VODs. Yeah. And I do keep forgetting to mention that I'm technically a producer over on Chaotic Wonderful. I just I say yes to things. And most of the people do more work than me at the moment. But yes, rolling into that recap.
Can I shill real quick before I do the recap?
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, I draw furry art. I also make enamel pins and acrylic charms. So if you need fun, unique merch for your podcast and stuff, just hit me up. Contact Goblins and Gays. Be like, give me the furry, and I'll do it. Anyways, recap time after shilling myself. Last time we had a guest. and there was a super cool party that we definitely went to. Estrella got to go to a ball she was invited to, a wonderful party, met some rich people, talked to some other people, made some friends, some enemies, some things that we didn't see because it's a one-shot that you guys have to watch. And she made friends with a wonderful cat girl. Marjorie, yes. I'm just opening the server and I'm like, it's gonna be in front of me. Marjorie, a wonderful cat girl. Those two became pretty good friends. Marjorie seemed to have some sort of amnesia where she can't remember a lot of things from the past. And after putting a bunch of cats into an important woman's hands and being like, sell these and give me some money, please, we met back up with the group. I guess my memory is similar to Marjorie's because I'm pretty sure we had a conversation about Marjorie, and then we committed violence.
Yes,
and I know there's at least like an hour and a half of content between combat and that, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
You met up with Marjorie. Marjorie was like, yeah, I don't remember anything. After, Cressa was unfrozen, all I have with me is what I have here in this strange book.
Right. We checked out the strange book, and it sure was basically empty. And then we committed violence. We found that some people were watching us, and they were like squinting suspiciously, blocking the exits. And Marjorie just walked up to them, and Grun also just walked up to them and was like, "Hey, besties, I don't know who you are, but like, why are you kind of stalking us?" And they're like, "Oh, you opened the book, didn't you? That's unfortunate. We need that book, so either you give it to me or we're gonna fight you." And Marjorie was like, "Can you consider the following? Not fighting us." It kind of worked in the sense that we still entered combat, but Marjorie's spellcasting was rendering this guy very not good at fighting her specifically. We fought some guys. We incapacitated a couple of guys. I almost said decapitated. I was like, wrong word. We did not decapitate it. We incapacitated people. No decapitation, yes incapacitation. We incapacitated a bunch of guys who were trying to stab us really good. And eventually they realized they were outnumbered and outplayed. And we're like, okay, we're giving up here. You were basically paid to get that book, but not open it because it kind of erases your memories. You're not actually a noble or anything. You're just one of our workers. And Marjorie was like, oh, okay. And Estrella was like, do you want to confirm that with some memory magic? And Marjorie was like, yeah. And learned that Marjorie was literally just a student, and she is not, in fact, a fancy dandy or royal. She's just some guy, TM. Just some girl, TM. And she was like, oh god, I'm a nobody. And Estrella was like, yeah, it's just how it be sometimes. Except a lot more supportive. But then it was just like, yeah, it's just how it be sometimes. We're like all just dudes, living in a lonely world. After Marjorie accepted her existence and shooed the guys out and was like, I'm not giving up this book to whoever paid you. Whoever paid you, I'm pretty sure, was someone important who is not very nice. And that's all I ever... God, it's been a week, is all I can say.
It has been a week. I'll fill in the gaps. The person that Marjorie was supposed to give the book to initially was a lady, Henmark, who is from Cressa and has a bunch of shady dealings. Kind of got her nobility status through blackmail and other things.
Oh boy, I love blackmail.
Yep.
But
there wasn't much else, I don't think.
Yeah, we shoot that guy off. We're going to return the book to where it was taken. I think we currently have it still. And we managed to get Marjorie a very good job working in Vlagos as someone with a brain cell. Something Vlagos desperately needs, as Heron, the drunk prince, is just lying down after watching all of that combat. Like, I'm too drunk for this.
He was too hungover for this.
I'm too hungover. Usually I love violence in every shape and form, but I'm too hungover for this for once in my life. Mm-hmm. So we hooked her up with a good job, and after saying...
A-Rot.
And with A-Rot, who knows? That's for her to decide in the future. Mm-hmm. A-Rot deserves really good things, actually. Tangent. I hope she gets them. But after that, first the chat I see what my ex-wife is doing. Cat girls.
You know what? Good for her.
Good for her. Everyone can appreciate a good cat girl. But we said farewell to our wonderful cat girl, and I think we're just kind of rolling into vibes right now. We played yesterday, which is why I'm just like, I could recap yesterday pretty good. Even though all I did was Android sound effects, but I forgot we had a guest. I was like, right, we did the theft, right?
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yep. This will be our last session in Ozhiem. So this is kind of like wrap up anything that you want to do or get. That we're gonna do that tonight. Yes, and Aki, I did send you how much money you got from cat money.
Yeah, it was like 2,000 gold.
Yeah, I was like, there was
Wow.
like, I think it was a bit. There were quite a few cats, and they definitely would have been upsold.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna. They're all like, I'm selling it to like the rich, the people who can afford to take care of like the stray cats that probably need like a bunch of things done to them. You know, check-ins and whatnot. I'm not
hope
gonna
all these
sell
rich people are like the madame from the Aristocats movie and just dote on their cats and leave them lots of money when they die.
Probably.
I like this.
Mm-hmm. But now we can afford the things that we want in the whatever, without actually having to give up the gem. Though I don't mind giving up the what is it, Black Sapphire?
Yeah, the Eye of the Wise.
Yeah, Eye of the Wise. That I don't mind giving it up though, because I make it obsolete. Like, if anybody else would like to have this, go for it. But me personally, very okay.
I am also okay with getting rid of it.
And Stig said he would give you 1.2 thousand gold for it.
1.5, I remember.
1.5, yes.
Yeah.
You talked him up to 1.5.
Yes, and then I made everybody vote, and we're trading in the stone. Yeah. Let's go. Where's the oh, yeah, I forgot it's here. It's not showing up, though, when I click it.
I had to click it a few times.
There we go. Oh, that's 6 of them. Okay. Just 1 second.
Whoops.
Okay. Was there anything else anybody wanted then, now that we have a bit more money to spend?
I remember there was. I don't remember what I was looking at, though.
I got... sorry. Sparlock, go ahead.
Grun is getting the Rod of Mischief.
Immovable Rod?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, there's that. The list we got was Ring of Maniacal Devices. I believe that's for Marrow.
Yes.
The Greater Persona Mask for me. The Gloaming Shard, I believe Joanna wanted it.
Yeah.
Crafter's Eyepiece Greater
that's what it
for
was.
Doomy. Yeah. Immovable Rod for Grun, and the Scroll of True Sight for Tamsin.
Yay!
If there's anything else anybody else wants, please speak.
A hug.
Now that you cannot afford.
Yeah. It's... Your blood is not rich enough for a hug.
Yeah, Australia hugs are way too expensive nowadays. Just can't get them anymore.
Well, you know who can? Your girlfriend. We're
I see
gay.
how it is.
He good.
Ooh, can we get that basilisk guy?
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I was thinking you might want that. Yeah.
I need to start using the shield.
Okay, I threw that in there. Anything else?
Not that I can think of. Nope.
Yeah, I'm also good. If we're all good, then this is what we'll spend our money on. which should round out without the trading in the sapphire should be like 5,475 gold. And then we trade in the sapphire for like 1,500, right? 1.5. Yeah.
Mm.
And that should round us to 3,975 gold, which we have thanks to Pussy Cash.
Hate that.
Y'all started it. Y'all
You
were all
did.
about it. You guys were like obsessed with it.
That was a week ago, though.
That was a week. No, I don't care. A week ago, that's all you talked about. You're all like, yeah, Pussy Queen Boss when it's about that. Okay, and then when I get in on it, it's not cool anymore. Shut up.
It's been a week.
I know
Oh my
nothing
god, that was
about
like
this.
so last
Yeah,
week.
Paris is like, what is going on?
Scrolling up hastily through the chat, like, will there be context? No.
Maybe eventually. But yes. Okay, so you get all of those items for however much it is.
Yes, everybody allocate your items while I allocate party funds, because again, we spent like a lot of platinum. One platinum is 10 gold, right?
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Estrella says she's like sorting out money with Stig.
Yep.
I think considering how much stuff I have that needs attunement, I might want to get rid of the Aeon Stone because it doesn't help me and I'm running out of slots. I'm genuinely running out of investment slots.
Wait. Is that the Fire Aeon Stone?
Yeah, you can have it if you want. It's dull gray and it's really cool. But I'm like, damn, I need these for actual mechanics. Do you want the floating rock?
I do want the floating rock.
I'll give you the floating rock as I look at all the stuff that I have to attune to. Jesus Christ, why am I like this?
You can attune to quite a few things.
With the Aeon Stone, I'm attuned to 7 different things. I can attune to 10, but I want to keep wiggle room.
Wow, you have so much stuff.
The ram ring, the bracers of armor, the cloak, the lover's glove, the ring, and my hand wraps all require attunement.
I just now have a 4th thing to the point where I didn't even know attunement was a thing in this game. I didn't realize Pathfinder had that. It's a good thing we have so many slots.
Yeah, I've been keeping track of, like, that's 7.
Actually, I take it back. I think, well, I'm not sure. All of them say they're worn. I think only one of them actually has attunement attached to it.
I don't think anything I have has attunement attached to it. I'm not sure.
The Persona Mask, I believe it is. Like the Hat of the Magi, that little diamond thing that's next to your stuff.
Okay,
That's attunement.
Okay. The diamonds are attunement? Okay, then I have 3.
Oh, I have 2 then. One's my armor, and one's my bracelets.
Yeah.
Everything else is a freebie.
Oh yes, we wanted to also look into getting anti-scrying things for Joanna and Tamsin.
Oh yes.
Yep. Now I'm trying to remember how much I set it at. So, let's go with 100 gold for 2 like anti-scrying amulets.
Can we also get the ones that we already have just checked, just to make sure they work?
Yeah, you would know that they would work up to, it is honestly, they would work up to a point of a certain level of spell.
Ah, okay. Good to know.
If somebody's casting a 10th level spell, it's not going to stop them.
So no help against gods. Gotcha.
Well, if the gods don't want to burn a spell slot.
Yeah, they only have 1 per day. Only 1 10th level spell slot per day.
Well, we know at least one god would not waste that spell slot on us.
This is true. Also, as things are going on, everybody give me just a perception check. This is kind of like just sort of like overall, like, are you noticing things that are happening? Picking up on information, things like that. It's just a vibe check, see what's going on.
Come on, thanks. So
26?
31.
31.
Pick if you're talking, we
26
can't
for
hear you.
Groon.
no, so you know how the other day I was playing D&D and I with advantage got a nat 1?
Uh-huh.
Guess what I just got?
A nat 1.
I got another nat 1.
Oh, that's like your fourth one
This
in
week.
3 days.
Yeah.
Because you rolled one yesterday too. At an inconvenient time.
Yeah, so that's a 19 in total. I don't think I'm seeing anything right now.
Just wait till you hear about our Monster Care Squad game. I got a 26.
26?
Yes.
I'm sorry, we're rolling perception.
Perception. And the DC is 20.
Okay, thanks, asshole.
Okay, yeah,
You're
that's
the one
very
who rolled on
high.
that one.
Anything but a nat 1 would have succeeded, and I'm not using a hero point to reroll it.
This is just sort of very basic level, like hearing, picking up rumors, things like that.
35 then.
35.
Yeah, I rolled quite high for this perception.
Yeah. Well, some of the things that you do hear is a lot of people are abuzz about the new Queen of Cressa. Apparently, you know, she's making a lot of very good impressions on people right now.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's my mommy, so shut the fuck up. I'm joking.
Yes. So you hear a bunch about that. You know, you hear a bunch about like what's happening with Lagos. You hear rumors about a Zerai heir that has returned and has vowed to rebuild Ecreset. And one of the last things you hear is people are starting to get worried because messages that have been sent to Zarage in the past couple of weeks have not been returned. And as far as anybody can tell, they cannot reach anybody that is within the city.
When have we heard this before?
Whiz at. This is an in-character question.
Oh, Zarage is like very, very up north. Like very past Ozhiem.
It is essentially the furthest northern city in the world.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Like if think about it this way, if the world was a square, they would be like the farthest point up.
I would think we don't assume these are any zombie issues again, but I wouldn't write it out completely. Could be another tyrannical would-be king, maybe shutting off communications. We've run into that before. Or it could be brand new. I'm really putting my money on a god problem though.
No, same. I'm also betting on God. Oh, look at us. We're matching.
Aww.
So yes, this is all things that you learn just osmosis, hearing rumors, people talk at bars.
I'm just straight up oblivious, though, huh?
You don't really catch on to any of it. You're a little too involved with whatever you're doing.
Oh, noted.
It's not so horrible.
They'll have so much money.
Yes, we do. That's why I was very insistent on it spending it.
You can also, if you want to, maybe look into investing in some runes, things like that.
Yeah, if there's any runes people would be interested in. Oh, wait a minute. Well, how much was the scrying stones again?
100.
100 each or 100?
100 for both.
100 for both? Okay, one second. I'm 100 wrong. We still got good shit though.
You're dead.
I just knew I forgot to factor it in. There you go. That's our funds. The answer, dear viewer, is we have a lot of money. We're rolling in so much money. Hoarders, all of us.
For a while, it was like, man, I'm worried that they're not going to have enough money to like upgrade some of their runes when they get to Ozhiem. I didn't realize how much money I've given you.
Yeah, because nobody in the party except me was using the money. Everybody else was like, let me use my $2 that I've had saved since I was a child. You know, here's my $2. Use my tooties. Here you go. I promise I can fund this. Or they go and they like make their own shit, or they become like Marrow and get robbed. So it's it's a lot of stuff. I mean, like legit, getting robbed was the funniest thing ever because it didn't make a dent in how much we had. And then I became a princess and got us even more money.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, I can't wait to spend all of our money on items.
Is it?
And then I made a lot of gold selling cats.
Is it possible to? Can I upgrade or Vandal at all? Like,
Yeah.
it feels so powerful already.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what more I can do to it.
I'm trying to remember what runes you have on that one.
It has a striking rune, a +1 potency rune, and a corrosive rune.
Oh yeah, you can upgrade that to +2.
Yeah, I'm thinking like I have some stuff I can upgrade to +2.
You have enough
actually.
money to upgrade at least 2 things to a +2 weapon potency.
Please,
Oh.
may I?
Oh, wait,
Party.
Joanna, in character.
Hola. Yes.
Is your shield +1?
I don't think so.
Because we do have a +1 shield.
Oh.
Yes, we have a lot of items and weapons that we have found and never used. Because
Yes.
we're just
you
not
can also-
interested.
I'm
Attempt to
literally
sell
carrying
some of these
around
things.
an extra sword.
Yeah, I have a spear in Grun's bag of holding and a lot of shit. So, like, yeah, we can sell some of the weapons and stuff if we're not interested. I'll post them in chat.
Cool.
I have 9 weapons I'm carrying on me at all times. I really am a walking armory.
Yes, you are.
I only use one of them, 2 of them.
Yeah. I mean, hey, now is the time. You're in a big city, so yeah, you can attempt to sell any of this stuff.
I think I'm gonna sell my my previous persona mask, just because I have 2 now and one is greater. Yeah, unless I could have just straight up given them my because then it would have cost way less actually just to upgrade a mask. Never mind. I'm just gonna sell my regular ones.
I have a question actually. I have a rune that I haven't been able to attach to anything because it's just been sitting in my bag because it's too high level to attach. Can I attach my keen rune to something, or can I pay someone to attach it to something? 'Cause
I might
Keen's
be able
really
to do
good.
it for you now, because I'm an expert in crafting.
I think Keen's a really high DC. I forget
It
what it
is.
is.
It's, I think, because it is a 14th level rune.
I've literally just had this is the beginning of season 3 in my bag.
What would be the DC for that?
Oh, it's a 13th level, but where is the transferring runes? And it is the rune is on something, right?
It's just a flaccid rune right now. I have it written as. it's just the
When
rune.
did you get these off of something?
I don't know. I
Is
asked.
that level
No.
12?
I remember. You guys were fighting. It was when Estrella was kidnapped. You guys were fighting one
Like
of those
Black-
weird
Black Rock or
ghost
something?
thingies. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were able to get the rune off because you got it on like a weapon or some shit like that.
Mhm.
And that's when Aubrey realized you're technically not allowed to do that. Like 2 sessions later, but she was like, "Since I already gave it to you, you can keep it." That was the
Yeah.
whole conversation. I remember that because I was technically not there for it.
Yep.
Yeah, we agreed
I
that
remember
I wasn't gonna put it on anything, but I would just have the rune as existing because putting it on something would not be fair for free. But it's there. I don't remember what it was ever attached to. So
It was
like,
an axe.
I think
it
it's
was
part of the Headless Horseman's thing.
Yeah, I think it was. It was either
Right.
sword or axe or something.
Yeah.
it's just floating in my bag right now. Is what we agreed on, and I'm just sitting here with the rune that I can't slap to my like face or something. That would be fun. You just slap it on like a sticker. It's like those slices of cheese you like slap on a cat's face and it just like reels back into.
I think I want to get a sturdy shield for Joanna so I could, because I have a spell something shield, but it has a broken threshold of 24 damage, which is like something looks at us at this point and it like gets broken. But sturdy shield has a broken threshold of 52.
Wow.
Wait, Joanna, you use sword, right?
I have machete and the shield.
What type of damage does your machete do?
Good question. Slashing.
Do you want a +1 striking longsword?
Probably. I mean,
Have it.
machete is +1 as well, but
Oh.
the striking longsword is also.
I was gonna I want to use the key rune, but I'm looking and I don't really have anything to put it on right now. If you just want it to put on your sword or to pay someone to put on your sword, it's really good for people with swords. I don't have a sword.
Yep, it has to be a piercing or slashing melee weapon.
Yeah.
Can do.
And it essentially just makes a 19 a crit. Your crit zone is 19 to 20.
Oh,
Did
that would be
you
spicy.
did you figure out what the DC would be for?
Yeah, DC is a 40.
Well, it's doable. It's possible, but unlikely.
And transferring and etching a rune, I believe, takes a day.
At least.
Yeah, at least. You can lower the DC, but it will take more days.
Are we in a rush?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Technically no, but also yes. I am unsure of the passage of time. All I know is that this session we are incubating an egg. So technically we have the time. And during said time, egg happens. So yeah.
You've been in Ozhiem for a month-ish or so.
Almost a month. We should be almost, yeah.
Besties, are we allowed to pay someone to move it for us? Because the rune itself is insanely expensive, but if they just stick it on a weapon, maybe we can pay someone to do it.
You have to pay that.
The whole cost of the rune.
Mm-hmm.
When we have the rune already.
Yes. Because
This
you're
is
paying
highway
for...
robbery.
Yes. That is how it works. That's how much it also costs to move. Technically, I should also be technically another rule for moving and transferring runes is it costs 10% of the price. If you are making the transfer or move, but I haven't been charging you that.
Okay.
Because when we started doing this, I hadn't looked at any of the crafting rules because we hadn't done any of that for 2 seasons.
That's fair.
I have another really it's a question, all right.
Yeah.
So the gluttonous spear is it's got a lot of stuff on it, like being +1 striking and returning, technically. Is there a way that I can successfully stick this onto my loot and make it work? Because this would be so funny. Can you imagine getting hit in the face with the guitar and suddenly it's like, oh damn, that hurt. I'm enfeebled. Can you imagine throwing a guitar and it comes back? It's like Thor, if you were a bard. That's why. That is what I'm asking. You can also just say no. Because if not, nobody wants this fucking thing. I'm gonna sell it. I'm just trying to. I think it's a cool spear. It's just we outclass it, you know.
Yeah. No, totally. I will allow it. It will be a crafting check that Demisa has to make. It'll be like a 35 or something. And it will consume the spear in the process, so you will not be. It will just essentially not be usable or sellable.
That's fine. Do you think you can make that, Demisa?
I can try.
I can help by standing there and being pretty and telling you that you're like awesome and thus giving you an aid check.
And I did just buy a nice new eyepiece for crafting.
And you have a hero point.
And I have a hero point.
Exactly. Look at this.
So I mean, yeah, I can give it a go.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's do it. I will use Inspire competence, just in case.
Sure. That's a +1.
No, that's I have to make a performance check, and then based on what I get, Aubrey will give me what it is.
Oh, yes,
So-
that's right.
Yeah, though
It's
I
been a
don't
hot
think I
minute.
can. I don't think I can fail anymore. I think I always get a success.
Pretty much, you will always get at least a success.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. If I was legendary, I automatically crit succeed. Legendary is when I don't need to roll anymore. Wow, I might as well have had one. Also, I cannot tell if this is automatically adding my thing for me. I don't think it is, actually. So that's fine. But 41. 43.
41, 40. Yeah, I'll
43
give
because of
Demisa
the
a
mask.
+3 from that.
Okay, let me roll.
Okay, and I'll get rid of Gluttonous Spear entirely.
And you can copy the essentially the critical hit. Target is enfeebled 1 for 1 minute, and you gain 1d8 temporary hit points that last for a minute.
Yee.
Well, let me use my hero point before you do that. Because I sure did roll a 2.
Oh my god.
So let's try again. Infinitely better. 36 is the total.
Oh
Yeah, you do it.
yeah! Necrotic loot!
Yeah, go for it.
Anyone else need anything?
I give you big smooches because I'm excited.
Oh, you're welcome.
Didn't something have a +2? Like one of the things we got had a +2 rune on it.
I have a +2 rune.
We have a lot of +1 related things, including a +1 shield, but I don't know if you want it or not.
What kind of shield? Just like a shield that shield?
It's just a regular shield, yeah. So like if you don't want it, we can sell it, but if you would like to have it, it's all yours.
One momento.
So hear me out. We could be cautious and save this keen room for later, or I could try to buff Dumisa up as much as possible and get her to transfer it in a day to one of Joanna's swords.
Listen here. My girlfriend is buff enough. Any more buff and I would be seriously worried about her health. And now I am realizing you are talking about a different thing. I just heard buff up Dumisa and I was like, no, stop it.
Buff up
It's
her
not.
crafting so she could potentially move the keen rune onto the sword.
Okay, well, here's another thing. I don't mean to metagame, but she has already used her hero point. So if she fails, and we don't make it,
What happens if you fail on a check like
If you
this?
fail, nothing happens. If you critically fail, you destroy the rune.
I don't like those odds.
And it is a DC 40.
I don't like those odds. Am I the only one with a +2 weapon in his group?
Yes,
It's
because
what I don't even use!
you literally I think you can only get the +2 striking rune at level 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh my! You
I don't
gave
even
me
think
it.
you got it yourself. Like
You
it
were
was,
given it.
Yeah,
it was
given
a
to me.
gift.
This man put a +2 striking rune on the one weapon I use the least, which is really funny to me. But yeah, I have a +2 rune.
I see.
Also, yes, you can borrow the eyepiece if you need it.
Say
I
it
mean,
on
if you-
camera. On camera, on recording.
If you needed someone to do some other magical crafting, it's something that I'm pretty skilled with as well. I have +22 in crafting, just base.
Oh, dang.
MILF!
I'm just a hobbyist, so you're welcome to use it.
New strategy. We buff up Tamsin.
I can still buff up Tamsin. Yeah. What? 1 second. 1 second. I got to get out the cool new loot. You see, the one that the one that eats.
The eyepiece gives a +2 item bonus to crafting checks if you are battering it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone actually wants to do any sort of switching things or whatever.
Day, though.
Oh, to like attune or whatever. Yeah.
No, because you can only use it once per day.
Oh.
And I will say that if you wanted to put the Keen Rune on anything, you're more likely than not going to have to upgrade it to a +2, because with a +1 that you have right now, you can only have one property rune.
Yeah, because it's with a +1, +2, +3, etc.
I take it back. I think the +2 item bonus is just while worn. What I can do once per day is cast a 5th level creation spell.
Oh.
Which I did not realize was part of this little item. So I can just make a temporary object from Eldritch Energy. Can't wait till Doomy figures that out. She's gonna lose her mind. She will scream.
But yes, I mean, if Joanna doesn't have a weapon that has like a property rune on it, that would work. But for Doomy or Marrow, I believe you both need to upgrade to +2 before you can put on any more runes.
I think Joanna just took the +1 longsword that doesn't have a property rune off of it from Denise.
It's striking.
Well, striking doesn't count.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I see. Well, I mean, I only have... There's the +1 striking longsword, and I have a +1 striking machete. Those are the only runes I have on these things.
Yeah.
Oh, then you can add to either one.
Yeah. Whichever one you like more.
My hand wraps are +1 striking. They don't have any property runes, I don't think, but they're bludgeoning damage, so I can't add a key rune to it.
I think the longsword would be good to add the key rune to. Because I have master proficiency with swords.
Would you say that you're keen on putting that rune on it?
I'm leaving.
Goodbye.
I mean, if Tamsin wants to try, I'm down.
I will give Tamsin the flaccid rune.
What am I doing with this flaccid rune?
Putting it on a longsword, I think.
Uh-huh. Doomy will hand over the sword and the eyepiece.
And I will play a very nice tune while this all happens to see if I can buff you even more.
I'm gonna bring everyone lunch because I feel like this is a several-hour task.
It's an entire day process.
Bringing you guys lunch.
41.
41. Take another +3.
That brings me up to 43.
Hey. So yeah, you successfully add the Keen Rune to that striking longsword.
Well, muchas gracias, Thompson.
Yeah, of course, I hope it serves you well. And Tamsin will also return the eyepiece to Doomy. And say, I think that this can do more than just improve your crafting, Doomisa.
Oh, really? What do you mean? I bought it because it zooms in real good.
I mean, if I'm getting the sense that you might be able to do some sort of spells with it. You should play around, wear it out.
Me? Do a spell?
No, try it. Try it.
Really? Okay. Doomy will fiddle with the little lenses and spin them around a lot and feel really stupid, really ridiculous, as she does. And then I guess she's gonna cast creation accidentally, semi-accidentally. And a little, nope, not a little, it can be 5 cubic feet. So 5 cubic feet of wood, that just vaguely looks like a big old bird, just a giant wooden bird. That came out of my eyes.
You did it! You baby's first spell.
Huh. I don't know what to do with the giant wooden bird, though.
Keep it or sell it.
Well, maybe it might only be temporary. I guess we'll find out. But, ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, an hour later, the bird will vanish.
Aww. It was a nice bird while it lasted.
It was pretty cool, yeah.
Gonna make a joke about Demisa creating things and leaving them at all of the hotels like friggin' Bibles.
Have you heard the word of the bird?
What kind of bird is it? Is it like a martin? Is it like a great tit?
Obviously, it's a tit.
Damn, not a giant booby? I see.
No, the feet are just so hard to get.
Y'all are hilarious. I was literally picturing a booby.
So yes, I believe there are other things that people want to get done. And if there's any other like things people want to buy, upgrade, I think let's see, is it something about Tamsin's ring? We can also get that done.
Yeah, well, so I have a level 2 wizardry ring of wizardry. I will qualify for wearing the level 3 one once we level up at the end of this episode.
Yep.
And the difference in price between them is 1,000 gold, but I don't know if that's how, like, trading something in would work.
Technically, I would say, like, you take it to a craftsman and they upgrade it for whatever the difference in price is.
I'm also gonna sell my regular persona mask. So, it's worth 50 gold. I'm assuming I will get less.
Yeah, you get like 30 for it.
That's fine with me. And I'm okay with, spending money on Tamsin. This is a reverse sugar mama thing, isn't it?
And then there's also the Storyteller's Opus that you have. And the
I want to give
wardrobes.
that Storyteller's Opus. I straight up want to give it to Tamsin because I think Tamsin would really like it, or make more use out of it. I don't know, maybe. I give you a book. You asked for money, and I give you a book.
I always appreciate books, Estrella, but what brought this on?
So this one we found in the ruins of Obara, and it is quite helpful. But I personally I don't need it much, but I think you might be able to make more use out of it. And also it's an old book, so like I thought you might like it. It's magical, makes a lot of illusions and stuff.
Oh, interesting. Tamsin will take it and start, like, looking through it and say, yes, yes, I'd be quite interested in this.
Well, it is yours if you want it. And I give you the book. And then afterwards, I pull out a bag of money and go, okay, let's go get you a ring. Upgrade it.
Yay!
MILF shopping time, let's go. Just a bunch of MILFs entering a store looking at jewelry and going, okay, but what about this one? We need a bigger diamond. I feel cool, I feel like an auntie. Let's go.
My god. It is just auntie shopping date.
It is. Oh my god. I'm excited. Also, unless anybody wants the wardrobe stone, I will also sell it. Because while it is such a cool stone, it is very temporary.
Yeah.
I think we just have the lesser one too.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't even have like moderate or anything like that, which sucks.
I think you can get like another 35 gold for that one. And yeah, upgrade Tamsin's ring.
I do want to sell my extra weaponry.
Uh-huh.
And just the neck splitter and the my old +1 maul that I had for like 2 whole seasons.
Yeah.
Well, a season.
Yeah, I will say between those two, if you sell them, you'll get about 62 gold.
Woo. And do we have the funds left to, I'm going to assume yes, but just in case, do we have the funds left to boost Orvandil at all? A nice dragon sword?
1 second. We probably do, but I want to double check. Joanna was getting a shield.
Yeah, obviously I want everyone else to boost before me, because I'm fine if we can't. But if we have anything left over, then I would like to.
I think it's 900 gold to go from a +1 to a +2.
We're not able to do +2 armor yet, are we?
No, that is next level. I think. Or is it level 12?
Level 12 is next level.
Yes, it is. It is level 12.
So buy it now to have it next time.
Or no, it is actually level 11, but it is 1,060 gold.
Nice. See, that's something we should have done beforehand. We had 500 platinum. That's what I mean. If we're buying the shield and upgrading the ring, could I make a diplomacy to see if we can get that for cheaper?
I think the ring is already cheaper.
The ring is the ring. How about the shield? Because that's a whole ass shield.
Yeah. Which shield are you going for?
I'm thinking the sturdy shield because that has just like good hardness, a lot of health, so I could actually like shield block and not worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you want to make a diplomacy for that one.
And then I could sell the spell guard shield I have.
38 for diplomacy.
38 for diplomacy. They can knock it down to 850.
850 is great. And then Tamsin's is 1,000, so 1850, right?
Yep.
Spellguard shield, and you can get probably about 175 from selling the Spellguard shield.
Nice. It has a called rune on it. I want to move that.
I think that is an incredibly low level rune, so
Yeah. I mean, it's 60 gold to get another one.
I mean, you can spend 60 based on. I'm assuming you selling the shield is going straight to you, so you could probably get it if you need it. Because I'm running. We're buying the shield with party gold here, and now I'm doing
we could
Tamsin's.
just selling that 175. So then I'll just save 115.
Yeah.
And then Estrella's gonna put back at least 35 for that, so we have that much gold. Then Estrella will have some personal gold because she sold her mask for 30. Wait, did the regular Persona mask sell for 30 or 35? I can't remember.
Let's say 35. Because I also forgot.
Awesome. Okay, we got some money. So we got monies. Okay. This is how much we have left over, which is about 108 platinum, 82 gold, and 315 silver. for party funds. Still a lot when you think about the fact that we also need to get a boat, but Australia has personal money for boats.
A boatload of money, if you will. Just whacking Mero out of the room. Get out. I have stuff I can grab, but I want to give everyone else priority. Okay, no one's called dibs. Can I have +2 to my fisting ability?
How much is
we're
it?
just calling it that. But it is 900 gold to upgrade from
Plus
a
one to +2.
+2.
I just want to put it on my hand wraps because I use those the most, and a little bit of a buff would be nice.
Are we okay with that? Because that will take a chunk out of whatever's left.
It's fine if we don't, but no one spoke up.
It's you or me, so I just say go for it. Have it.
No, you take it then.
I
already have a
corrosive
+2
room.
weapon.
I'm fine.
I have a +2 weapon already. You can take it.
Yeah,
take
but
it.
you don't use it, so it doesn't even count.
Take it.
No. Go,
Give
go,
it
go.
to your girlfriend, Estrella.
No, take it. It's fine.
No, I'm not taking it.
I literally have a dragon sword. It's cool. I do. I have. It does a whole 2d12. Like, it's cool.
Okay, Aubrey,
Mero,
here.
you
We're
should
gonna.
take it.
No, listen.
Yeah, take it.
This is in character. This is in character.
This is out of character. Take it.
No,
God shows up.
we get a massive
Joanne
handout.
shows up just to yell, take it. Take it.
It's like I want
Be
Denise to have
assertive.
it. I feel like she's gonna use it more. High key.
I mean,
Like,
we
I
hit
feel like
You
things.
hit things as often as I do, if not more often, because let's be real, the dice don't like me to hit things.
Okay, which means you need the bonus because the dice don't like you to hit things.
Mero,
That doesn't help the
Tick.
bonus.
Tick.
Tick.
Do you understand who's talking about being able to
Okay.
hit things?
Genuinely, seriously, I would prefer Ferris take it just because this was like a if we really Aki's just like we have
It's
too
not
much
like we're
money
not
and
going to
we
get
don't spend
more
it.
gold.
Yeah,
Dude,
we'll,
yeah, we can-
we'll have another opportunity.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about it. I
Do we-
literally, literally, I do 2d12 plus my corrosive damage, which is another d6, and then if I'm raging, I can add more. Like, well, in certain situations. Anyway, I can add so much damage to it. Like, it's not a big deal. It's no big deal. It's fine. It's cool.
Samson and Estrella are just standing or sitting in the background, staring at each other like, what's happening?
Take the rune. I beg. I don't want it.
running
You're
away.
taking it. You're
No,
taking
I'm
it.
running away. It's yours. Fine.
Well, I guess we're going to not
Putting on my
Get
roller
back here,
skates and
Lisa!
skating out of here.
Take it.
Oh, look, suddenly it's on Mero's thing.
Yep.
Oh, hell
You're
No!
back to the
no.
money. You're good.
Enjoy.
I hate you. I'm gonna beat you up later.
No. Have it.
I'll upgrade it spitefully. I'm
So
upgrading-
I
after-
literally called dibs.
Yeah, I didn't know you wanted it.
Literally, no, you called dibs. Have it.
Aubrey, I was about to upgrade myself. I was like, I don't trust you.
Yep.
Good on
It
you,
is
Aubrey.
done.
Good,
It is done.
good.
Deduct the money.
Yeah, Estrella's just buying it in the background, just like, okay, here you go. It's like, what, 90 platinum, black.
Meryl, can I see your hand for a second? Yeah, why? Slaps it off.
Yeah, no, that's literally, that's
Pretty
literally,
much.
I pay a person, we grab your hand while you're fighting Dumisa and Joanna at the same time, and then suddenly, bam.
Yep.
You get like a one of those you know the thing, oh god, stamps?
Yep.
Yeah, like
Oh
that.
my god.
When you go to a club or like somewhere.
Yeah, that's it's 900 gold for a stamp. That's basically what
That's just how theme parks are, though, in real life.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I now have super fancy gloves that I wish I could add fanged to, but it's never gonna happen.
Like, you want teeth on them?
No, fanged lets you turn into a furry.
Oh.
Yep.
You see why I want this, but I think it needs to be a weapon that you can put in your mouth because, like, you turn into Zacian from Pokemon. So,
Yep. So yeah, that is that. Also, I'm gonna say this before I forget it, because I think I've forgotten this before. When you check out, it'll be about 20 gold for the entire month.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't say it.
Between food and lodging. So
Yeah, Estrella just pulls out more cash. Drops it on 20
Yeah.
gold, the whatever. I'll take it out my personal ones this time because I have a lot.
yes.
Dang.
Do you
Yes.
want me to cover half?
No, it's okay.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure. Got the, you know.
Well, then you get a kiss for thanks.
Yay. Oh, during said time, by the way, I would have, like, somehow in between, not even somehow, Mero, Dubisa, and Joanna were fighting long enough that I totally could have walked all the way to the harbor, chartered a boat for us, and come back, and then pay for
Yes, there is a passenger ship that is actually about to leave for Rephis in the next few days. It is called the Ocean's Gale, and it is about 10 gold per person for just your basic cabin. If you want a first class cabin, it's 20 gold per person.
How much is it if you just stay in the basement where like the boxes are?
No.
That is called a crime.
Do it, Mero. Stow away. It's what your mother would want for you.
Sneak on the boat, live off of box food.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna get, how many, you said it was 10 per person? 10 gold per person?
And 10 gold per room, and each room has like they essentially, two small beds.
Okay, when you say small, is it Dumisa small or average person's height small?
It'd be like average it'd be like they're like twin sized beds.
All right, so that means Dumi and Estrella are shacking up and we're pushing both beds together.
Yeah.
Are they beds or are they like hammocks?
Yeah, they're like beds,
Like built into the wall,
kind of thing. But if you do get a first class cabin, those are like those are nice like full size beds.
Okay.
Anyway, so that means we only need to pay for 3 rooms, like theoretically, and I'm good with cheaper. You guys good with cheaper?
Mm-hmm.
Always. Cheaper rooms have the more comfortable beds. Remind me of home.
I think this is your first time not traveling on a pirate ship.
I missed them already.
You never put it like
You're gonna be
that.
staring at it to see the whole time, just being like, "Where is the captain?" Just crying dramatically. You hear the Titanic theme track playing in the distance.
Me.
Should be 3 flat.
It's like one of those like cheesy slideshows. You see like the visage of the captain appear like in the sky. It's like faded out.
Yeah,
The crossfade to the captain on their own ship.
But I will say that when you charter it, it is 2 days before the ship leaves. So what would you like to do in those last 2 days?
Hey everybody, Aubrey here with a fun little announcement. Goblets and Gaze is now an affiliate over at Adventure Dice, and we know how much we all love those math rocks. So if you need some new math rocks in your life, go over to adventuredice.ca and in the checkout code, enter our promo code GOBLETS for 10% off. But also, they have dice. They have other TTRPG accessories and tabletop goodies, dice trays, condition rings, and things like that, little spell casting stuff. Great stuff there. Go check them out and support our show. Thank you.
I look at Tamsin and I go, egg time.
Oh, are we doing this in the city? All right.
I mean, we can go to the woods and do it. Like, there's a woods. How else did Nero get the... Wait. How else did Nero get the boats that I am wearing?
You're telling yourself that? I don't say anything.
Wait.
You know, there's these really dark alleys in Ozheim, and
No!
Oh,
Black
Mero.
I told you I told you it was deer bones from the forest. I could take you where I went if you want.
Yes, please, because we're gonna have. Kansas is gonna become a giant dragon, and
Oh.
we need the space to incubate the baby.
Oh, actually, I think there was a clearing that was a good bit away from trees that I passed by on my bone hunt. I could take you there.
Yes. Who wants to come on baby mission?
Can I come as
Obviously.
future co-mommy? Okay,
and this is the adamantine egg.
Yeah, it's the only egg that can be incubated because the other one it requires.
Yeah.
Was it bloodline ending dragon magic? Are we all going? Is this or?
Yeah, it's like a group outing, you know.
It's a group outing.
I also think Grun will enjoy being around that much fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say fire?
Yes, Grun, we're going. Okay, first of all, no fire from now. Okay, don't be throwing fire right now, but we're going to basically use a lot of fire.
Yeah, but I heard baby making and I stopped listening.
Oh no! We're just hatching an egg, or we're getting it ready for it, and this one needs fire.
Oh. Okay. I thought Doomy might have a problem if you two were making babies.
You can't even get it out.
Grun says that the universe stops him. A giant, like, what, 6'4"? I think that's what Sporlog's height was. A giant 6'4" man comes in and goes, no, don't say that. And leaves.
Yeah, it doesn't take. It's gonna be like a whole day trip. It's gonna take like a couple hours to get there, and then a couple hours to get back. But eventually, yeah, you find yourself in a nice clearing in the woods outside of Ozheim.
I'm so excited.
Far away from Dino Dimension, right?
Yeah.
No, don't it.
Yeah. I mean, you are on your way there if you keep going, but it's not. It is several days from Dino Dimension.
Okay, so does this need a specific dragon color, or is it just like fire? Dragon fire.
It has to be hit with the proper breath weapon. So yeah, just any of them will do fire.
Okay, so Tamsin will look around the clearing, and I'm so tempted to just have her cast invisibility on herself, but I will not do that. So she'll say to the group, can you put the egg sort of in the center and all of you stand back, please?
Yep. Put the egg in the center. I then grab Rosalight and go, okay, this is going to happen now. We are having havings. And then go, clear out. Scatter, bam, like one of those.
I hold Estrella's hand.
Yeah, so Tamsin will stand and send Jeremy over to the rest of the buddies and sort of, I think, stretch and ground herself a little. And then she starts whispering some, whatever, arcane spell words. And you can see slowly, and then all of once, her form changes from just a person standing there in the clearing to a ginormous gold dragon.
Oh, that's a look.
That is so cool.
Oh, is your eyes like, one red, one brown, like usual?
Absolutely.
Oh, let's go!
Mara has fucking sparkles in their eyes. Like, that is so cool.
Oh, I'm jealous. Oh, I'm mad jealous. But I'm also fascinated.
This is a thing of beauty.
And so I will cast the fire breath weapon, which is a cone of 60-ton fire onto the egg, as much as it takes to sort of incubate it.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. How long does the spell last?
1 minute.
1 minute. Let's say it for the most part. 1 minute is enough time to get that egg incubating.
Were they always a dragon?
Yeah, and so once Tamsin comes out of dragon form, I think that they stagger a little, and Jeremy is there, catches them, they settle back down, and I think that they are also, like, they do big magic. They've been studying magic for a long time, but sort of having that kind of power and making that kind of, like, physical change is a lot for them.
And you will also notice that it definitely over this, especially since you've gotten back from your jaunt in Noxlight, you can tell how much more difficult magic is than it should be.
Yeah, and I think that there's definitely a feeling of, like, we have to open the Feywilds. Like, this is so much. It shouldn't be this hard.
I will give you my decanter of endless water, so you may take endless sips.
Open, just get hit in the face with a hydraulic push.
No, you don't know. Not always. We can make a stream.
That's true.
Just don't say geyser.
Yeah, just don't say geyser. And then Tamsin's like, what do you mean, geyser? And that's how we lose him.
Oh no.
I will say Zoltram is out and watching this whole thing. Like,
course.
you know, when you hold him out, it's just like, how's this?
No, we hold him, but we gotta keep him. Him and Jeremy have to be a very safe distance because they are flammable and very weak to fire in general. So as long as they're in a safe distance, hold them up. Hold them like Simba.
But it's also probably good that you do have the decanter of endless water because there's a lot of grass and ground on fire now.
Oh yeah, no, I just start spraying the whole place. We just stream, and when stream doesn't work, fountain, because it's the same effect. I just don't want to hydraulic push the floor. I don't think it's gonna do much.
So anyway, I start blasting.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, the egg takes a little bit of time to, like, cool down to a point where you can touch it again. But yes, you know now in very soon, a month or two, this thing is gonna hatch.
That was so cool.
That was incredible.
Magic is really quite something, isn't it?
That was really cool. I am so jealous. How did you do that?
Yes, that was absolutely fascinating. It is so nice to see a dragon again.
How did it feel?
Strange. It's strange to be outside of your body like that and still have it be your own.
Oh. Yeah. I'm a little familiar with that feeling. Not the same power level at all. But I know what you mean.
Ipsen, very curious, not going to pry in front of everyone.
Oh, do you not know about the dead sister?
No, I
fill you
think
in later.
you might have mentioned the dead sister, but not like, oh yeah, sometimes she would possess me or whatever.
Yeah, no, you never mentioned that because it was like when we were like open floor time, you were like, I have a dead sister, and that was it. You moved on.
That's true. We were not friends then. We were just getting to know one another. I am sometimes possessed by my dead sister, so like, not the same thing. But I get what you mean. I understand what you mean.
Oh, well, yes, then I imagine that is a similar feeling.
This seems way cooler. No offense, Teshka.
So much cooler. I mean,
No, you're not wrong. Like, no offense, Teshka. You're very cool. But that's a dragon that we don't have to kill.
Can you do it again, Tamsin?
I could do it once more today. Is there... Why?
We gotta find something more to burn.
Tamsin is going to look over to Joanna.
Joanna shakes her head, just... No, please, por favor. This is not what I meant when you would show them magic.
You telling me you don't want a goblin-sized dragon around? Because...
Wait, I could be a dragon?
Oh,
No.
I have no idea.
Tamsin, can you turn other people into dragons?
Not currently. Is that something that I should be looking into?
I'm gonna just say yes.
Whatever you feel like doing on your own free time, please don't be persuaded by this.
Yeah, no, that's on you. If do whatever you want. It's not pressing. It's just cool, but it's not important.
Yeah, that was my
Doomy
mic
could-
being knocked over.
Doomy would be a big dragon.
I don't know if your normal size affects the size of a dragon farm.
And like a really angry dragon.
I like to think I've worked on that. I like to think I'm a little better at that.
Angry in a good way?
That's fair.
Joanna, do you mind if I carry around the egg now?
If you would prefer to, I have no problem with it.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I got buffer, so I can carry around the egg
Oh,
And-
see?
and the baby. And I point
Oh.
to the baby, who's
Mhm.
who is Rosalie.
Okay, well, yeah, it's as safe in your hands as it is in mine, if not more.
Yes, please and thank you. Also, would you like to work on the name for them with me?
There's a look on Joanna's face like that never crossed her mind. Just, yeah, no, yeah, that would be, yeah, I would like to help you with that.
Yee. I mean, like, it's only fair because you found it first, right? So, like, if you want to, you can. And if you don't want to, feel no pressure, Like, no hard feelings, no pressure. But, yeah. It's gonna be a little baby soon. I can't wait. I've never seen one actually hatch.
Same. So, as long as it's not world ending, I think that's good.
I'm hoping to make it sure it's not world ending, I don't think they're all world ending, or else we would not have Zolstrom with us.
Mm-hmm. Or Rosalind.
Rosalind is linked by just the force of my existence.
Yeah, I still don't understand that, but good for you.
Yes, Zolzum says many of the dragons that are now in space, not great people, but I do imagine that if we do come across this hidden dragon kingdom, they might all be a little bit more agreeable.
Were you popular with other dragons, Solstorm?
Why, yes, I was.
I did not mean it like that. You know what I mean?
Zolstrom, like, yeah, that's right. I have a high school book. That's right, kids.
Zolstrom,
Your
yes,
dad
I
could
have
get
bitches.
this. Yes.
Breaker.
I did not mean flirting. I meant if we go into this village and we hold you up and we're like, we got Zolstrom, and you're like, hi. They're like, oh, they got Zolstrom. They must be pretty good. They're probably chill.
Yeah, dragons in space. Wow, that means Rosalind is space, baby.
Nice.
Space, baby. Ah! And now I have the egg in one arm and the Rosalite in the other arm, and it's like, wow,
Heavy.
heavy. Yeah, it's okay. I got it.
Do you want me to carry Rosalite?
Yes, please. Look, there's only so much immigrant
Come here,
moms
baby.
that I can channel today.
Come here, Rosie.
We need to get one of those front seat, back seat, basket, baby carriers.
We can make that happen.
Shit,
I could
we
do
could.
it for you.
Oh yeah, make. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll make you a carrier.
We can have a sign too, baby on board, and they'll be like, "What kind of baby?" And we'll just be like, "Giant lizards."
Oh, and then when you walk up to people, they'll see the first baby in the front, and they'll be like, "Oh, do you have a baby?" And then you can spin around and say, "I've got two."
Exactly. It's gonna be so obnoxious. It's gonna be great, and they can't do anything to stop us.
I know they're dragons, but should I start like crocheting a blanket? We've got a couple months. I've got time.
Yeah, we're going to be on the boat, right?
Yeah.
You might as well kill some time.
Yeah. I mean, babies get blankets. I'm pretty sure that's like the thing is you get them a blanket.
Travel time will be about 2.5 weeks, depending on how the water is. This is sort of a very fancy, high-tech Magitech boat from Ozhiem. It's essentially a steam boat.
A Steve boat?
Steam boat.
Ah. I'm like, who's Steve?
So yeah, making lots of Titanic jokes. Pretty apt.
I sure hope nothing happens to the boat on our travels. I hope there's no iceberg. Wait, Zerridge is like up north. Is it cold?
You're not going to Zerridge.
We're not going to Zerridge.
Right, we're going to the hidden island, right?
We're
Yes.
going to Rephis, the other place. The hidden
Right.
island just happens to be near there. We're going to Rephis.
Rephis, Zerridge, listen, is Rephis cold?
No.
Okay, never mind. There's no. We're good. We're good. Unless I don't know, Mr. Seaguard comes out of the skies.
No, listen. I remember going on like a Steve.
Yep, Steve.
That's the sea god's new name.
Steve. Hikey though, I remember going on like a mini rant of like, what is the sea god going to do? We're on an island. Well, unless we're on the island or on the water, if we're just like further like into the like countries and stuff, like you're gonna run out. What you gonna do? Like hit us with a puddle, And now we're going on a boat.
Yep.
God remembered.
Hope not.
But I will ask, any last things you all want to do before you board the boat?
I guess I'm buying crafting materials now so I can make a baby carrier and a blanket.
I don't know.
I just realized, so technically again, more time, right? You may want to make 2 blankets because there is another egg in the bag that will eventually hatch relatively soon.
And then I owe a Rosalite one because she should have one too.
Yeah, that's true. Rosalite doesn't have any.
Yeah, gotta make everyone a blanket.
The struggles of the eldest. No blanket.
In my defense, I didn't realize that I was gonna have be parenting her. So
It is fine. Don't worry. She came out fully grown. Well, not fully grown. But
she was a surprise to everyone.
I would actually like to take Marrow on a short day trip.
I was gonna ask to bring people on day trips, so I guess you stole my thing. Yeah, I'll go with you. Let's go.
It's not much of a trip. I'm just taking you back to my house.
Oh, I was Meryl, like, let's go. We're going on a walk. Where we going? It's to the house. Like, oh, okay. I mean, still fine, but
I realized that when you found some of your mother's things at the Adventurers Academy, there are some things here that you might want as well. Nothing quite as practical as what you found in her office, but
I see. To be perfectly transparent with you, I did snoop in your house a lot when we first got here, and I found some rooms.
oh, Yeah, I can't say that I had almost forgotten about it, but I haven't been in there in a long time.
I'm sorry, I guess. Partially for snooping and partially because you couldn't really get to have the future that you wanted.
No. I should have expected the snooping. I was a little flustered by having people around at all, and as for the future, it's not your fault. Clearly, Midas would have been was a great parent to you to have raised someone like you, but I think that it's maybe better that I didn't have children.
Oh wait, why do you think that?
Tamsin will leave the room
No!
as soon as she says that.
No, I'm walking after you. Why do you think you'd be No, you're gonna tell me this. This is feelings time.
We're not even in a fist fight. What?
I can't. I could totally punch you, but that's like a me talking about feelings thing. But if you want a fist fight before we talk about your feelings, it's fine with me.
No, Tamsin says, it's just seeing your whole group and going back to the academy and having Joanna want me to help mentor Groon in using her magic properly. I realize how much time I've spent only focused on my own goals and my own aims, and I think that if I'd had a child before Midas was lost, I don't know. And if she hadn't been lost, I mean, the reason I didn't go with her, that was selfishness too. So
why didn't you go with her then?
Do you know why she was seeking the underworld?
I do now after snooping. To be honest, I wasn't actually told the truth, but it was to find her parents, right?
Yeah. And similarly, my father is long gone. He lived in a village outside of Ozhiem, the capital of the city. And he was just a human, but my mother was a hag in the Feywild. Are you familiar with changelings at all, Mary?
Aubrey, am I?
Give me a society check.
Okay, hold on. I hope this DC is not that high.
It's not.
That's a 22.
You know that changelings are, the basic stuff, like that they are the children of, Fey and human kind of thing.
Kind of like the captain, isn't like the captain. I don't say that. I'm thinking like, oh, kind of like the captain, like just little like wiggly hand wave, like little bit, sort of.
My mother left me with my father on this plane, and almost as soon as I came of age, I started to feel her calling me back to the Feywild. I resisted it for a year, maybe, and as soon as I got curious, as soon as I thought about visiting, seeing who she was, where I was from, the Feywild was closed off. And so I spent years, decades, centuries looking for a way to reopen it. I don't even know what it is that I would do if I get back there once I get there, if I want to see her, if I just want to visit that place on my own terms, if I think that going there, being there once will finally end that persistent call in my blood. But I was deep in my research. I thought that I had found a breakthrough for that. And so while your mother went to pursue her parents, I was working on pursuing mine.
Out of character. Ouch! Mer will just kind of look over at you, and I guess open their arms for a little hug. Give you a little hug if you're okay with that. It seems like you need one right now. A little squeeze.
Jamson will return the hug.
That's a lot of new information, to be completely honest. I think in the moment back then, you really had no idea of knowing what would happen and taking another route. I mean, I know the same, at least a little bit. If I had known in the past that talking to my dad about things would have led to such a terrible result, no matter how much the nagging came to me, I would have changed it. But you don't know what's going to happen in the future, and I don't think it's your fault for what happened, that you should feel guilt that you didn't go, because you didn't know what would happen. You can never expect, and I mean, if you treat every passing and goodbye and farewell as the last, that's not good for your blood or your heart. It's stressful, actually, constantly. Being absorbed with a one-track mind to something is, I think you've realized, and you've said by now, it's absolutely stressful, eats away at your insides. I've just been trying to open them for other reasons, to just give someone close to me a reunion that they deserve. But I think obsessing over goals like that, if you could do any one thing today, just something fun for yourself that you'd enjoy, no work, no worries, no thoughts, what would you do?
I'm not sure, Mero. A lot of my life recently has been consumed with some form of work or another.
Everyone in this group needs a break, actually, now that I think about it. You all need breaks. You're all working too hard.
What is it that you would do?
Don't turn this around on me. We're talking about your feelings right now. But you play chess?
You do. Actually, that's why I brought you here. And they will go over into their bedroom and come out with a very sort of old and worn chess set and say, your mother and I used to play on this, and I think that she would have liked to see you have it now.
You know what? Why don't we just play chess right now? I could not beat my mother for the life of me at any point in time, but I think I could give it a good shot now. At least against you.
I'm pretty sure she cheated sometimes, and I don't have that sleight of hand, so...
Oh no, her rules were if you can get away with cheating, you get away with cheating. I've gotten away with it like once or twice, though, which is very impressive. But yeah, if you can cheat, you can cheat. I promise not to cheat this time, though.
Against her, that's quite impressive indeed. And yeah, they can play some chess.
What do I roll for chess?
Plus nerd.
Yeah, whatever that stat is.
Society.
Yeah, let's go society.
God damn it! Okay, I'm not winning this. That's fine.
Unless you have some sort of specific battle lore.
I do have warfare lore, but it's the same as my society. I did roll okay, which is definitely not going to compete against Tamsin, but I got a 28.
I got a 38.
God damn.
Yep, you get utterly trounced.
But I don't cheat.
It's been a while you've played chess.
Nips has to remind me a couple of times. Isn't just in the middle of chess, like, isn't it weird that the horse is just like oddly buff compared to the rest? Like, they're all so abstracted and the horse is just so hyper realistic. I'm not wrong. Look at it. Just holding up like one of the defeated horse pieces, like it's just a horse. Like, I love it, but all the rest are just so abstracted.
I can't say that I'd ever noticed that before.
I don't know why they put all their time into the horse specifically, but I appreciate it. Is a knight piece not even a horse piece? This is a fun little chess set. And this is actually quite fun. You know, I think I should drag everyone out onto some little outings, because you all need breaks. You should get to
You have 1 day left in Ozhiem.
Well, I can drag everyone out to one outing then. You know, like a nice farewell to the city, some fireworks, show everyone the cool night scene that I found. The lights are so cool. They just light up with magic.
Yeah, an outing sounds lovely, Marrow.
And I think, looping back to your trauma, I think it's fine to have regrets, but look what you're doing now. You're doing all sorts of wonderful, amazing things. You're getting out of your shell. You're slowly learning to explore the world again, and I think that's wonderful. And, you know, if you need any help or encouragement or just someone's hand to hold while you figure out what type of person you want to be, just let me know. And if you need someone that's really good at punching, to punch your hag mom in the face, if you want to go that route, I have some good fists right here.
Tamsin will laugh and sort of grab Marrow's hand and then pull them into another little hug.
Oh, you get a big hug.
And then say, you know, I felt quite powerful in that dragon form. I wonder if I could beat you in a race.
Oh, it's on. That's a challenge if I've ever heard of one.
Maybe not today. I don't think Ozhiem would be the best place to do that, but...
Mm-hmm. But you know I'm gonna have to cheat to keep up with you, which I'm going to do. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a battle plan for this. To outspeed a dragon. I just start thinking a little bit, like that's later thoughts, it's later thoughts. If you need any help tidying up, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna plan a cool outing for everyone. You're coming. Not allowed saying no. You're socializing more.
Okay, I'll meet you back at the inn then.
Of course. If you need a minute to yourself, just let me know. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. And I'm going to do some I'm gonna do finger guns and like start to walk out backwards, hit the wall, like hit like the door first, like ow, and then just keep finger gunning out.
Perfect.
Okay.
Elegance.
Mm-hmm. And I'll ask for any last things to do in Ozhiem.
Technically, while I'm there, can be any day, any of the nights. I would like to use the sending stone to contact my mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep her updated in 25 words or less. So
You just gets too long, and then you just pull out the amulet and tell Rin to tell her.
yeah, that ends up being what happens. I actually have something written out though that is like 24 words straight up. Okay. Hi, Mama. Travels are good. We're headed to Rephis now. Also, you're going to be a grandmother again because we're hatching another dragon egg. Send tweet.
And you definitely get a. There are more eggs? Oh, okay. But yes, glad the travels are doing well. Stay safe.
Panic. Panic.
Yep.
Groon will also do a sending, including probably a bunch of random sendings, but I think the last day we'll send a sending to Heavy about how she discovered her friend is really a dragon and she can breathe fire, and how Groon wants to be a dragon too.
Groon continuing the narc.
Only to Heavy.
But yes, you'd get a very sort of heavy thinking maybe you're just exaggerating, but no, everyone knows dragons don't exist here anymore. They've made up a stop at an island very far south.
Oh, that's good. So Heavy's in the opposite direction of trouble.
Yeah.
As kind of directed at everyone, half, I think, Groon would share. Not up north. Alright, that'll be it.
This doesn't need to be roleplay out, but I do want to drag everyone to a fun nightly outing to see all the lights on like our last day and everything. Because we all deserve a break, and I want to bring everyone to having a break.
Yeah, you have a nice night out doing whatever. There's so many different things you could do in the city. I'm sure everyone finds something that they want to do. Axe throwing, sure, yeah, you could do it. All of that. It is beautiful. It is nice.
Get some street vendor food and hang out on the water's edge, watching. I don't know. Someone mentioned fireworks. That
Sure,
sounds
the
like
fireworks.
fun to me.
Pushing
It is near the
Denise
end
off
of
the edge.
it is near the end of the Feast of Fools, so
Oh.
there is stuff for that. And then the next morning, you all get on a boat. And
Oh.
it'll be about, as I said, 2.5 weeks of travel time. And if there are things you want to do during said travel, we can do that. If not, we can totally skip to you arriving in Rephis.
Stare yearningly over the bow while I crochet feverishly.
Oh my god.
Once again, that, though I'm pretty sure I would straight up send Captain a bunch of messages. These don't need to be roleplayed out either. I'm just gonna tell C that I did it.
Okay.
Tell him I say hi.
Yeah, it's nothing but like, gay yearning, gay thoughts, and updates.
I mean, worst comes to worst, if you ever want to do it, BCC on a regular basis.
We do.
I can make it happen, and I can record what they say, and I can insert it here.
Does the captain on this ship seem as mean as the captain?
Yeah, you've not actually met the captain on this ship,
Oh,
but there's a lot of crew on this ship.
so the captain has no idea who I am.
Yeah, this is. There's also a lot of. It's probably like 20 other passengers other than you, and probably about 15 to 20 crew members.
So much vandalism. Just all of the vandalism. But in like, whenever I can sneak off in little tiny corners, no one will ever look.
In the corner of your eye, you spot her. Groon was here.
It low-key becomes a game. Whoever can find the first sigil wins.
Yeah. So yeah.
Can I? This doesn't need to have. I feel like I need to update Lila on my status of not being dead. So I'm just gonna
Good idea.
borrow the sending stone just for like one day and be like, safe leaving Ozhiem on a boat. Do you think that I can fly faster than a dragon? Thanks, have fun. That's my message.
You just get a ha. No.
That's a challenge. Just narrow my eyes. I'm like, that's a challenge if I've ever heard one.
I'm also going to be monitoring the egg and actively writing like notes and stuff because this is very new, right? So I want to see, does the egg get bigger? Does she wiggle? Does she not wiggle? She's just an egg, that kind of stuff. And yeah, just excite.
It's moving around inside. It's going to hatch soon.
Yeah,
Wait, that's not how it says.
It just kind of like that. But also, you do notice that, unlike before, the egg is warm. Like, constantly.
Does the egg ever get, like, cold? Do I gotta, like...
No.
Okay, cool. I was like, I was gonna be like, do we gotta burn it where we, like, sit on it and stuff? Because I'm not gonna sit on it. I'm just gonna hug it a lot.
Yeah, no, the dragon's breath has sort of kick-started this process, and it is now to a point where it will hatch soon, and it's warm as it's doing that, and maybe occasionally you feel like wiggles or something from it. I also have never hatched anything from an egg in real life. I don't know how I know how it works in theory. I don't know like if things happen with it.
This is a fantasy dragon egg. It is as you say it is.
Yes, it is, and I have said it. I have said it is.
Whenever it wiggles, I get everyone's attention.
Yep.
As chillfully as I can, be like, it's wiggling.
That's quality. They're wiggles.
Oh yes. After about it's a little over 2 weeks, but not 2.5 weeks, you do find yourself like on the final approach to Rephis. Like as you, because the way it goes is you sort of take a, let's see, like a kind of around all of these islands and stuff that are in this sort of. It's bigger than a bay, but it's hard to call it an ocean, a sea. That's the word. You sort of take this way around, and you do pass by a bunch of islands, and one of them you do notice that there are a bunch of ruins of what used to be a kingdom on one of those islands. And then sort of as you are coming in towards this bay, you do notice that there is a kingdom on this island as well. You can't make out a lot from where you are on the boat, but they do seem a little bit isolated, probably on purpose.
It's not fucking Nike, is it?
No, that was right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one. The broken one is Nike.
Yep.
When we pass by Nike, I'm gonna point to it and go, and that is my fourth one. Second, technically.
Yeah. And yeah, you do pass this other kingdom, and then eventually you make your way into Rephis, and Rephis is a decently sized city, mostly built around harbors and trade on boats, all sorts of things like that. Fishing, very big industry here. And you see the city coming into view, the ship docks, and you all get out and into the city. And I do think that is the thing we should deal with next time.
All you hear is Estrella go, finally! 3 seasons!
You have arrived! And yes,
What's a season?
you're all you've been through multiple seasons in the world, but also now you're all now officially level 11.
Wow.
12. We've been
You're
11.
level 11. You're already 11. You're level 12. You are now officially level 12.
Ooh.
Mm.
Wait for it. Guess who broke 200 HP?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. 212, baby.
Wow. Fuck. I broke 100 last level up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm 114 right now.
I need to see what I get at level 12.
I'm at 164.
Okay, so I think I know like almost everything I'm taking. I want the vibes.
Yeah. But yes, Tick, why don't you take us out?
With my new shiny 176 health, of course. Thank you everyone for listening to another wonderful episode of Goblins and Gays. If you like what we do here, feel free to follow us on Twitter at Goblins and Gays. We post all sorts of memes and good content. Give us a good rating on our various podcast streaming services. We have a lot of fun stuff kind of brewing in the background. And if you want a sneak peek at some secret content that I sent Aki at some point, feel free to follow us on Patreon. Giving us our support helps pay for like Ferris's mic, which is the main reason you can hear Ferris right now at a good quality, and other fun things that we can put directly back into the show. Remember, take care of yourself, eat your vegetables, and I don't know, fuck you, Craig.
Be gay. Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.